Alright, welcome Wayward Adventures. We're going to talk about one of the characters from the tavern. This is Marvyn Snaretooth. It's a character I'm actually currently playing in a short campaign. So we're only going from like level 5 to like maybe 7 in it. It's a little bit more dungeon crawly. We've had a lot of role playing and it's been a lot of fun playing the character. The general idea is I wanted to try out the snare crafting feats. Ever since seeing the ranger in PF2, I was really excited to play a character that built stairs. So, and then with a Snarecrafter archetype, you can go a little further than with Kobold. You can do a little bit more with it too, actually, which is a lot of fun. But the idea was basically he's a hunter trapper. He tries to provide for his clan that way. He trades with the locals, does a lot of tanning. He uses his crossbow to also help him hunt game. And he tries to be a very respectful, hunter in the woods, and he's very adamant about like kind of like not taking too much, just taking what he needs for everyone and making sure he's using everything. Um, he doesn't want to be wasteful. There's no reason to be. But we'll get into his build a little bit. We're going to kind of check out this program here, or this website. There's also a phone app for this. This is Path Builder 2E. I recently discovered this because of Twitter. It is a really cool app, program, website, whatever you want to call it. For building your characters, it's kind of got everything presented here pretty well. Like everything's compiled. I mean, I have all the books behind me. I like thumbing through them when I'm building characters regardless, but this is a good way to present it, I think, and it might be a little bit easier to kind of look at than like the character sheets on Roll20. So, which I have a lot of this character on already because we usually play on Roll20. So, but Marvyn, of course, is a kobold, so we have the kobold ancestry with the hunter background. And I'm with the class ranger. We're gonna build the Snarecraft dedication now. Because of the archetypes and how the system works and everything, like I said, I might have mentioned this already, you don't have to build him as ranger. I almost built him as rogue, actually. That way I could do sneak attack damage, but I decided I just like the ranger a lot. Kind of fit what I was going for more so. I mean, you could play a wizard that makes snares for whatever reason, or a fighter, or a bard, or actually a bard that makes snares might be a lot of fun. But anyways, but with the ranger for this one, because I like the hunt prey ability, I like the hunter's edge abilities, which we'll talk about here. Now, the idea for him is because we're going for a ranged ranger. Build up dex, start crossbow hits. I didn't really build up my strength. The strength was kind of my dump straight, as you can see at the top here. Well, at 6th level, I have 1 bonus to my strength anyways. But we are dex at the +4 bonus. I got my con up a little bit, just so I wasn't so squishy by 5th level. Int and wisdom up a little higher, and charisma up. But dex is the big one. I usually gear towards more int and wisdom too in the long run. I like having the little extra skills and a little extra bonus to my perception and will saves, just in case. But for heritage, we went with spell skill kobold. So he gets a free cantrip. And I went with sigil, because the idea with him, like for his background, was that he like marks the snares. He doesn't want other hunters and trappers to walk into them. He lets the local hunters and trappers know, like, hey, look for my snare, or look for my sigil. I mark my snares. I put it like around here, around like above them, below them, side of them, So that way people can keep an eye out, And it's a cantrip. He can cast multiple on a day, so we can put a couple around to kind of help make sure people see it. Then, with that first level ancestry, if you want a snare setter. So we get, we're training the crafting, or we get a trained proficiency in crafting. We also get the snare crafting feat. So we don't have to take that with one of our general feats or our skill feats. Woohoo! That's not entirely necessary, but it's still fun. Then for our first level class feat, I went with crossbow ace because the idea was he's kind of like a crossbow sniper with snares. The crossbow ace allows you to basically, like, if you reloaded that turn of the turn before, or march your prey that turn of the turn before, you get a +2 circumstance bonus of damage. It also bumps up your damage dice of a simple crossbow by 1 step. So that's really nice. And then, with a range you can hunt your prey, then you get your hunter's edge on that person that you mark, and I'm with a precision hunter's edge, and precision adds an extra d8 damage the first time I hit every round. So at 6th level, currently, he's got a +1 strength crossbow, and his damage is actually 2d10, plus a d8, +2 in almost every circumstance. Not always, though. Every so often it doesn't quite get that. And of course, kobolds get dark vision, they're draconic exemplar. Then my feats from my backgrounds and everything, the Snarecrafter. Then we got Survey Wildlife for being a hunter. And then second level, we took Experience Tracker, so that we can track things without slowing down, even as a -5 to our survival. If it came up, we were going to do it. Oh, I keep we talk about skills. Skills like you're kind of more towards like stealth, survival, athletics, acrobatics, crafting, of course, a little bit intimidate, just because he's a kobold. He thinks he's a dragon. He's gonna scare people away, and then some knowledge of nature too, because it's just the matter of the character more so. I don't think he'd be very societal or religious for the most part, So, and he's not there to, he makes friends, but he's not out there to talk people down. He lives in the wilds. It's kind of my thought with him too. But second level, besides experience tracker, we're gonna take the snare crafter dedication. So you've learned to create a limited number of snares at no cost each day during your daily preparations, and you can, if they take a minute to craft normally, you can put them down in 3 interact actions. Like, that's really cool. Like, you get 4 of them at first. When you're master and crafting, you get 6, and then when you're a legendary and crafting, you get 8. And there's actually ways to get more of them too. And this also stacks with the snare specialist ranger feat, so you can actually get the bonus, or the it'd be cumulative. So that also gives you the same thing. Essentially, it might be a different amount based on your crafting skill. I forget now. But I also reason that would stack with an ancestry feat too, because those two stack. There's kind of precedence for it, so we'll get to there in a moment. So yeah, so you can set these stairs up in 3 actions. Like, what? It's so fun. I mean, sure, it's like a whole turn. Um, Still, it's really unique. It's really interesting. Third level took fleet. I like going a little faster. I mean, who doesn't? And he's a little squishy. Doesn't want to be against like the big melee guys. He wants to leave that for his champion of air still that's in the party. So, he's gonna move away as quickly as he can and get into a good spot to snipe someone. If they get too close, he's gonna hit him with a snare, or hopefully have a snare set up they're gonna walk into. Fourth level, it's like intimidating glare, because we're building up intimidation a little bit. I thought it'd be funny because he thinks he's a dragon to intimidate things about a glare. He's gonna puff himself up and be all scary. Fourth level though, which from the snare archetype, we're taking surprise snare. Now, surprise snare lets us, for 3 actions, throw down a snare in a space occupied by an opponent. But it's a -2 circumstance penalty to the save. But it's a really fun counter to someone if you don't want to like risk that attack of opportunity or anything like that, and you have some really fun traps, or snares. I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably say snare and trap interchangeably, unfortunately. You throw that snare down random, and it's just, I mean, also the visuals like super comical. It's like, all right, I'm gonna throw a biting trap down on this square, which is essentially a bear trap, right now. It's like, good luck. um, I actually did that to someone and finished an enemy off that way actually the other night. So hey, whatever, it works. It works. Um, so fifth level, we're gonna say the Ancestry feat, Snare Genius, which is the one I was kind of referencing earlier, because it's some more quick snares that we can make every day and prepare every day. So heck yes, we'll take that. This one gives you a number of snares you can prepare each day. Here's the 4 for your master and crafting, so it gives you 3, and the other one gives you 4. So I have, like, currently with the character, how I'm playing him, I have 7 quick traps every day. Alright, then 6th level for skill feats, we're going to take Catfall, so we could fall a little bit further without taking less damage or no damage. And then we're going to take, now if I was playing the character beyond like level 6 or 7, I would take quick snares because we need it for later. Quick snares, you can rig a snare in only moments. You can craft snares that only take 1 minute to craft with 3 interact actions, even if you haven't prepared them. And so that's like if you bought snares, or if you use downtime activity to craft snares, um, it's almost like a snare package when you buy a snare. Most of them take a minute to deploy. And that lets you do those snares in 3 actions. At least that's my understanding. So, which is really cool. It's really thematic with it. You don't run out of your quick snares so quickly, but you can only use your quick snares for like your special actions, like your surprise snare and everything like that. 7th level, we're just going to take the incredible initiative. I want to act a little quicker in the turn. I don't want to get I want to be able to react. And if I'm in a bad spot at the beginning of the fight, I want to get somewhere safe. um, Level 8, we're just going to take Crafty Holler for a skill feat so we can haul some more stuff. Wait, is that a general skill? Oh, train athletics. That's why. Sorry, I was confused there for a second. I was like, wait, it's a skill feat. That way we can just carry a little more bulk. We don't have to pump our strength up too much, just in case we're carrying a lot of stuff. I mean, bags of holding are a thing, but still, they take up bulk. I might want to carry a lot of random stuff with me. Who knows? The big one for the class feats, though, we're take powerful snare, not powerful snail, powerful snares from the ranger. You get it quicker through the ranger than you do through the archetype. So that's kind of the fun thing here. This allows you to use your class DC for the DC saves against your snares, um, if the snare DC is lower on the snare itself. So it keeps your weaker snares more relevant for a longer period of time, which is a lot of fun. Or if it's just one that's really powerful but has a low save to it, you boost the save. 10th level, we get another Ancestry feat. So the big one here is we're going to take Scamper. Scamper lets us move a little faster when we're moving away from someone. You get a +5 foot speed bonus to your speed. And you get +2 circumstance bonus to AC against reactions triggered by the movement. You must end this movement in a space that is not adjacent to any enemy. So it's another get out of dodge feat. So it's a lot of fun. Plus we get like other class things that go along, but we're just talking about the feats for the most part at this point, because these are like the choices. Those you don't really get choices of. The big one, level 10 though, literally. Giant snares. Giant snares is another fun one that I kind of hope to play another snare crafter and get this far and use them. Because you can use 2 quick deploy snares to make a 10-foot by 10-foot snare instead of a 5-foot snare. I mean, and any square that someone enters that on sets off the snare. And that's pretty awesome. So don't worry about bottlenecking so much or someone avoiding it. Or you can like force people to go through it, which could be really interesting. 11th level, I'm not sure what, like, and I guess same at 10th level. I didn't really sure what skill feats and general feats I would need at that point. I'd probably pick those more on the fly as we go. But we got 2 more big ones I really want to talk about though. So level 12, plentiful snares, doubles the amount of snares you get each day for your quick deploy. Doubles the number of prepared snares granted by Snarecrafter dedication. Simple. So when you have legendary crafting, you get 16 snares from that. Like, like holy crap. So much fun. Plus whatever other like feats you have that add to that. And then the last one we're talking about is like probably the coup d'etat of the snare crafting feats is lightning snares. You can put, instead of those quick deploy snares going down in 3 actions, they go down in 1 action. And that is insane action economy for what some of these snares can do. I mean, some of them are hilarious. I mean, some of them are bombs. I mean, you can do like arrow traps, spike traps. I mean, the bear traps. I mean, they're so good. Sorry, I keep calling them or traps, but like I said, I'm going to use them interchangeably, unfortunately. I mean, just like to go over a few of them real fast that you can set up in like some of the fun ones. Um, like Caltrop snares are classic. Flying blade wheel snare at 20th level. Throw that down in action. Like, some of them are really fun. And your classics, your biting snare, which is your bear trap, basically. Your bleeding spike snares, bomb snares. I mean, there's also like utility snares that like give off alarms, or that like coat like invisible enemies in dust so you can see them. I mean, there's some really like good uses to these, not just pure damage. Some can leave like ability and effects, some cause bleed. I mean, there's all kinds of fun stuff. So I mean, it's not just about the damage numbers. And I think that's what some people forget. But anyways, this is the first character from the tavern I want to talk about. Like I said, Marvyn's a lot of fun. I mean, its snares are a lot of fun. So I mean, play around. There's all kinds of neat stuff you can do in Pathfinder. We'll talk about like I don't want to say necessarily a more normal build, but we'll talk about I'll have another couple characters coming up here real soon. I'm just not sure which ones I want to talk about first, actually, so we'll kind of get there. But thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it.